Okay, we are go.
Go. Hello. We are. I think we're live on the internet. I'm just checking. Are we live on the internet?
We appear to be live on the internet. If someone could check sound, I would be very grateful. Yes, we're live
I can hear you, Michael.
Hello.
I'll talk.
Oh, hi.
Hello. I am talking. Blah 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 blah
I am
blah.
a talking person.
I make
now.
words.
Apparently, I talk now.
Only when you're asked to, Carl.
Allegedly, I talk.
Like a
I
golden
think
retriever.
that's
This is why we get along.
I heard everything you said twice, so I think it's working.
I got really concerned then for a second, and then I realized you didn't mute yourself in Discord, so. I was like,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Right, Michael, just checking Twitch's mod view to see if that thing is there or if it's something else. That was,
Yeah, it should be up. I'm keeping an eye on all the
I know
buttons.
it's the clip bit.
Oh,
guys,
yes.
It's D&D time.
Who's your
Go
watch?
time! It's D&D time. Let's roll some dice and
I forgot we're playing D&D tonight.
crush some ice. Right. Where are we? What's going on? Who are you people?
Welcome to the jungle.
So this is session
5.
Quick, Eddie.
session 5. I thought it was 5 last week.
Was it? Oh, I was going off the numbers. It's 5
Maybe.
or 6, so it's called it 5.5.
Alright, let's well, last session, either way.
5,
I'm gonna move
6.
this over to the screen, so I'm looking at you. Last session, our party continued their journey towards the jungle in an attempt to rescue the members of Casimir's team, along with the villagers who had been taken prisoner by the mysterious snake people during their attack on the town of Cutler Bay. Apparently attacking in revenge and to recover a magical artifact which had been stolen from them some days prior by another group of adventurers, two
Allegedly.
of which now lie dead in Cutler Bay. The third, apparently, also a prisoner. They fought off wolves who attacked their camp overnight. The first night, they nearly lost Zhiro in a roulette attack, and now we rejoin them as they're making their way through a sea of long coarse grass which moves in the wind like the waves of the sea. We rounded off last session with the sound of a sudden shrieking cry and a scaled creature brimming with teeth and claws come flying out of the long grass, slamming into guns.
I kind of forgot about that part.
Yeah. And so you had succeeded on your strength saving throw.
Okay,
So
good.
you had not been knocked prone looking at previous rolls. Because it had pounced on you. Now, Zero's turn.
Save me.
Just reload my roll 20 because it seems bugged. There we go.
I don't feel like we do enough like knowledge checks, right? So I want to roll one. Zero's kind of an idiot, but he has a bunch of spirits running around in his head. So basically, I'm gonna roll one and say it's one of the spirits making the knowledge check.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this guy, and what do you want me to roll?
Roll me a nature check.
Nature check. Okay. Somebody in there has at least a +2. 14.
14. Okay. So, Max fills your head with the vague recollection of what these creatures are. They're not something that exist on the continent of Promethea, but there are tales of these creatures that lived long ago. You can tell that they are fast and pretty dangerous looking. I think that's probably really all you could get away with. known of these creatures, having not had any other exposure to them.
Okay. In that case, Zero will start talking, but it'll come out more, a little froggy, a bit more like a kobold would speak. He's going to say, fast, dangerous, and then he's gonna swing out his little sword on his chain very haphazardly, and see if he can hit this person. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Matt,
No,
That Zero to be fast and dangerous.
he spins with the blade
fast, not
around
dangerous.
in sort of a long arcing strike from sort of down by your hip up in an upward direction, and it just manages to duck out the way and avoid the strike.
Yeah, I want to emphasize how unskilled this attack looks. From his sheath, he just fingers the little hole that's on the end of the chain, little loop, pulls it out, and then just swings the sword. It probably hits the animal sideways. It's very not effective. Okay, as a bonus action, I'll use Tales from Beyond. Try to figure out what other spirit's bubbling to the surface. Which is D12 for me. 9. Okay, I don't think we've seen a 9. That's exciting. I will explain what comes out in a moment. For now, that's my turn.
Tale of the Brute. 9.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Who that is?
Okay, so Gun, this thing has just come out of nowhere. So being particularly short, you have no visibility of any sign of sort of over the top of this grass. So it's you've got Casimir's back or Zero's back in front of you. You turn around, you can see Casimir, and then all of a sudden there's just this Dionychus just bursting through the grass and trying to drive you to the ground.
And you look one more time, and you see Temerity standing next to you. You don't recognize, but the players all do. Really well dressed, tall, thick motherfucker with a big red mane of hair, and it looks like he can punch things in half. I don't know what he does in this form, but he's there. I'll find it, Angus, don't worry.
So when you utilize that, any creature you can see within 30 feet of it must make each creature of the target's choice. Do you imbue this to someone else, or do you?
No, because I've used my action already. But he's out there. He's in play.
You've summoned him for use.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, got it.
Okay. Where has the spirit appeared on the map?
It's just in Temerity. In Zero space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of around him, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just sort of off his shoulder. They still occupy in the same 5-foot square space.
Yeah. In the anime, they'd be standing apart, but mechanically they're together.
Okay, cool. So I'll brace myself to my shield, putting it between me and the dinosaur. And as the spirit appears, can I try and point at it to try and distract the Deinonychus, and then bring my hammer up for an underhanded one-arm blow to the jaw? That's what I'm aiming for. Oh, look at that!
Roll your attack. I don't think that's going to have any particularly mechanically beneficial distracting technique.
But it entertains me.
By all means, roll your attack.
Let's roll 20 being odd. Okie dokies. So that is a one-handed warhammer attack. Beep boop. Why is that moved over here? My chat's got missing. A 6. I used my inspiration. That wouldn't help anyway. Yeah, that's going to be a Missiroo, I imagine.
It is indeed, yeah.
In which case, I will use my bonus action if I'm allowed.
You haven't used it yet. So.
No, I can't because I don't have my hand crossbow equipped, so I can't use it. I will...
Don't you have the quick fire thing?
It doesn't... I have to have it equipped to use it, I'm afraid.
So where you've got shield and warhammer.
Well, the reason I think I should be able to have the shield and the arm and the crossbow, but that's not mechanically, I don't think, sensible. I will...
Yeah, I mean, the AC bonus that a shield gives you has to come with some sort of payoff.
Yeah.
So there's another bit of armor that you strap on that takes up a hand.
Oh, wait, I have new things because I'm in my different armor. I don't think they can help me now. But as a bonus action, you can gain temporary hit points.
Armor, or are you on...
I'm in the big armor. The Guardian armor.
Big armor.
I can get temporary hit points, but I've still got the temporary hit points from that Carl gave me, so I guess I'll just brace myself for pain. With my bonus action, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's like just a shimmery form that spreads out over Gunt, adding a few extra temporary hit points. Did you already have you?
Oh, sorry. I might not have been clear. I won't use it because I get more from what Carl gave me than I would get from this.
Yes. Sorry, I was literally just about to say, didn't Carl get you more?
He already gifted me some lovely temporary hit points.
Okay, so you're not going to use that for your bonus
nope,
action.
I'm just going to cower behind
the
shield.
Are you bonus action?
Okay,
so
I don't think there's really anything I can do that's useful.
That's fine. Just checking. I mean,
unless I'm missing something, because I've never been good with knowing what is and isn't bonus action. But I think those are the only things that I can really do for bonus.
Probably. It's a class by class basis.
Yeah.
With bonus action.
Yeah. Okay, cool. On to whoever's next, please.
No, let's continue to focus on you until it's uncomfortable.
It's already uncomfortable.
Okay. So, yeah.
Mission success.
Now it is their turn. And I'm just double checking something because I think that so as you see this creature come bursting out of the grass and attack Gunt. Zhiro swings at it with his sword, and Gunt also tries to retaliate with his warhammer. And just as you're sort of taking stock of this situation, you start to hear a noise from behind you. And one comes flying towards you. He is going to make a claw attack at you, which is a natural 1.
That hits.
On 19 to hit on the second claw as it comes
19.
flying in. 19, yeah. And it's one of those. 4 points of slashing damage, and make me a strength saving throw.
-4, and the strength saving throw.
Quick, succeed.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
That's a success.
You are not prone.
Isn't that great?
I have a feeling it's going to be very bad very soon.
Because he still has his next attack on you.
And Casimir's got hay fever as well.
Now is at advantage because you're prone. It's only an 11 on its bite attack at you.
That isn't.
Guys, I have bad news. We're basically fighting Cecilia. This was her strategy, and you can never hit her because of her AC. So this, and it's scaly. This thing's just fucking Cecilia.
We're all dead.
Yeah. We do a ton of damage, but we'll never actually win.
So it's not
Hey.
just you bringing old characters back.
No, it's Angus as well. He's
Angus
just be
is
more
like
clever
that
with
some
it.
of yours.
And another one comes flying out of the grass at yourself, Zero, as you just finished making your swinging strike at the one that Gunt's been harassed by, in almost sort of like a clever girl moment. This thing just comes out of the grass at the side of your face, and it is going to roll at me an attack with claws. That's 15.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that is 5 points of piercing damage. And can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
I can attempt. It's a very strong -1.
Okay.
10.
You are also knocked prone.
Ah,
which
going
means
down.
the-
It's like,
Remember to take your hit points from the temporary hit points, not your main ones. Because
I have, but thank you.
that claw attack is a 10, even with advantage. Both rolls natural 6s.
Okay.
And then the bite is a 15.
Okay. 15 hits again. Yeah. My AC hasn't
which is-
changed now that I've gone prone.
8 points of piercing damage.
Oof, that's a bit more, isn't it? Okay.
And as you
Ow.
see this creature come in, Gunt, taking down Casimir first on your left, and then Zero on your right, both of them being knocked to the ground. You've got this one snapping at your front. And from behind, you feel slamming into you another of these creatures.
We both go down in slow motion. This is where I die.
Yep, that's me. You might be wondering how I got here.
13
The
to hit.
lizard people.
13. So I need to do a con save for that?
Well, strength save.
Strength save. Oozy. I really should have kept that thing of magical strength.
Oh wait, no, because what was the? I said it was 13, didn't I? And that didn't hit you.
Oh, sorry, you need to do hit
Is that
first,
right?
of course.
And it was a 13.
Yeah,
Did that hit?
sorry, 15 armor class, so no.
Okay, so that one you don't need to worry about your strength saving throw. Second claw attack comes in. Ooh, that's a natural 18 for a 22.
Oh.
And we'll take the strength. I'll re-roll your strength saving throw, but also take 6 points of slashing damage.
That's an 18.
That's,
6 points slashing, right? That's my temporary hit points gone.
You're not knocked prone, so the bite comes in, and that's a 20, which is then 10 points of piercing damage as the claw comes in first on your left shoulder, and then the jaws come and bite down on your right shoulder.
Okay.
That's cool.
I have a technical question later on, but yeah. Okay, that hurt. Wait, did we go back through to dinosaurs? Did we miss out?
No, that was. Casimir hasn't had his turn
Oh,
yet.
God, they've taken everyone down so quickly, I got confused.
No, this was still their first round.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It's all fine. Okay, but I'm not,
Actually,
at
up
least not
on
prone.
The central area, you see just casually walking along the edge of it,
They can't be
watching
bothered to
the
join
battle
in.
unfold. A fifth of these creatures.
There's no space for them.
So,
Yeah, there
Casimir,
is. Get right next to me.
at the beginning of your turn, you find yourself on the ground, being harassed. You see him being bitten. What would you like to do?
Right.
Zero, you're up next.
I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the one that attacked me. I'm gonna stand up and then attack it.
Half your movement standing up. Michael, could you refresh roll 20 on the stream?
Yes, of course. Sorry, I was.
21 hits.
That is 11 damage.
Oh yeah, it still looks like it's a manageable amount of dinosaurs on the stream.
Okay, 11 points of damage. Lovely. So that's that.
I'm thinking whether I want to do. No, I'll leave that one for now. Yeah, that's my turn for now.
Okay.
So many dinosaurs.
There's a few.
So that's your turn.
Yeah.
No bonus actions or anything like that you got going on?
No. I can't really throw stuff because they're close. So. Yeah.
Zero.
Okay, so as the thing is like a attack dog on Zero's arm, bringing him down, and like a gust of wind, like spiritual wind sort of dealio, goes towards Temerity. There's a bit of a shockwave, like a little minor one, but then 4 other Temerities all pop out, and they basically all suplex these dinosaurs. Suplex or choke slams, whatever you want. Is very strong. And Temerity at max level would have been able to turn into fucking 5 Temerity, so that would have been cool. Anyway, tail of the boot. So, in this case, I'm just putting Temerity on me. So, everyone of my choice within 30 feet must make a strength saving throw.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your spell save DC?
Billion.
+2.
14.
Close.
Slightly less than a billion.
Okay. And it's strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
+2. So I've got the one to the rear of Gunt rolled a 17. So he succeeds.
Yeah.
Chappy here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a 15 for this chappy here. A natural 1 for this chappy here. And that's an 11 for the one right in front of you.
Okay, so 2 of the Temerities are just sort of dying themselves. They're not doing super great. But 2 of them do manage to flip over these dino dudes. And do 15 points of damage.
Oh.
Nice.
So the 2 to the north both take 15.
And are knocked prone. It's important for our melee friends here.
And are knocked prone. What have you used for prone there, Carl?
There's like a
hedgehog.
icon of someone on the floors.
Like a hedgehoggy icon. Okay, so damage
back
is
pain.
raw.
As a bonus.
So 7 points of damage to the ones that didn't fail the save.
Hell yeah. And as a bonus action, I'll give a little bit of healing to Gunt over here.
It might be metagaming slightly, but I don't need it. It
What?
only
I thought you took like a big ass.
it
already been done.
yeah,
Oh well.
temporary hit points that went through. I can't get those back from heals, can I?
Oh.
No,
but-
you can't. Once temporary hit points are gone, they're gone.
It was 6 temp hit points. You made it sound like a lot bigger deal than 6 HP points.
I thought it was. There was at least a 10 in there in damage.
Yeah.
Was there?
Well.
I took 6 for the I didn't take any damage from the first raptor, and I took 6 from the second claw. On the second attack.
And the bite.
Oh, sorry.
10 points.
What was the bite? Oh, in that case, then, yes, healing,
Michael's
please.
cheating.
Okay, good.
I just suddenly realised, oh, I've been bitten. Ow. Oh, sorry, I must have been listening.
Where did this come from?
It seals up with 0 special juice.
No, again. How much? How much is the force? 7.
And 6.
Oh, 7 and 6. Oh, wow. Right. Okay. Just as I realised the sharp pain, it feels much better.
And is that your turn, Zhiro?
I'll stand up, but beyond that, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Done.
Okay. The one in front of me is going to get a hammer to his little sleepy dino face.
Okay, roll that with advantage.
Question. Dropping my shield, equipping the hand crossbow would be a bonus action? Or is that an item interaction?
Donning and doffing your shield is an action,
An action?
according
No,
to the
I'm
rule.
able to just drop it? Like, at my feet? But I get putting it on my back might be. But, yeah.
I mean, I'd give it to you, but Angus is at the end.
I suppose it depends on sort of whether it's just like loosely attached by handles, if it's like strapped to your arm. Really, isn't it? Yeah, I'll allow you can drop your shield to the floor.
But then would equipping the crossbow be an action?
No, that would be a free item in an action.
Free item.
That would be a free item.
Right. Okay. Is it because the armor's? Is
And
it because the shield's classed as
I
armor?
think it says like yes, because shield is
Right,
classed as
okay.
armor. I even think that like drawing a weapon is considered part of the attack.
Oh, right. Okay. Fair
As
enough.
long as if you had just your warhammer in your hand and you weren't holding your crossbow because you were I don't know,
Yeah.
doing an interpretive dance,
As I do.
you could still attack with your hand crossbow.
Okay,
just to
cool.
prevent that. That would be
Here's the question: do you keep your crossbow loaded while it's stood?
It doesn't need to be because it's magic.
yeah.
Oh, no. Hell yeah.
Doesn't use actual ammunition.
We won't go into how dangerous that makes just having it in my back. Okay, cool. So yeah, if I,
in your trousers.
and more than
It's
happy
very
for
awkward with actual crossbow.
picking up the shield again to be like an action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So just letting the shield fall. Warhammer to the face. Boop boop. 22.
Nice.
2 hits.
And that does a mighty 9 damage.
Points of damage. It is looking in really rough shape, but it is. Well, it's not standing; it's lying down.
And
But
then
it's not dead.
as I brought this kind of one-handed warhammer up over my head, just full arc to get as much momentum down on the Velociraptor, the Deinonychus in front of me, I'll continue that motion, draw out the hand crossbow, and using my crossbow expert's point-blank range at the Velociraptor behind me's head, give it an appropriately contemptuous look, and then fire.
Okay,
I don't
roll-
understand your social cues. Ah!
I hate teamwork. You're showing me.
23 hits.
Oh wow! Thunk.
Right. 7 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay. So they are all, it's safe to say, looking bloodied. The one in front of you, Gun, is definitely the most damaged
Good.
of 4 of them. spoil it here. He's not damaged at all.
Pretending to ignore, pretend he doesn't exist.
Alright.
Oh, you can skip this one. You can just go straight to my turn.
So these two guys here are going to use half their movement to stand up.
You know, Angus, I made my guy bald with a beard in honor of you, actually. Just so you're nice to me.
I get you.
You're saying that Angus was your inspiration? Hint, hint, no, no.
Yes, maybe. That's what I was hinting at. I don't want to say.
If anything, it just makes sense to focus down Gunt and myself. Because we're the
This
healers.
guy's going to disengage.
Don't include me in there.
and run away after using his
Coward.
half his movement to
It
stand
worked.
up. And then if we we'll start with this one. The one by Casimir. It's going to roll 3 attacks at you, 2 claw attacks, and a bite attack. 2 claw attacks are an 8 and a 12.
Nope.
And the bite is a 21. So
Doesn't
that does 7 points of piercing damage.
How many?
7.
7.
7. So,
Right. Okay. Those temporary hit points help.
yeah, done. I just. This one here is going to do the same to you, Gun. 2 claws and a bite.
Okay.
2 claws are a 6 and a 9.
Both miss.
And again, the bite is a 19 this time.
That's definitely a hit.
Doing 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that could have been a lot worse.
Manages to
That's
as you
twice he's
turn,
bit me in the ass
you've
now.
you've pointed this crossbow point blank at this creature, and am I frozen on the stream?
I don't believe so. Maybe.
On Twitch, to me, yes.
Oh,
I look pretty frozen.
I think everyone's moving
but anyway.
except for me. I will fix it.
Except, more.
Everyone's still except for you on my screen.
Okay.
So this guy over here, seeing this one healing off, gonna run and make a running leap, and just come down next to you, Zero, making its first attack with his claw, which is a natural 20.
Great.
Which is 10 points of slashing damage for that first claw attack. Can you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
I can attempt with my 7 HP. Nope. Okay, great.
Okay, so you're now knocked prone.
Again, yep.
As the second claw attack comes in, it's the second natural 20. That was a 20 and a 17.
Okay.
Which is
Possible for you to do less than 7 damage.
it's so I rolled a 3 on the D8 and it's +2, so it's 8 points of damage on that one.
So close.
Yeah, well. Kind of giving away the game here. I'm down.
And it's at this point that my homunculus returns and Destroys all the dinosaurs.
The bite attack still somehow misses, with a natural
Nice.
1 and a 3. Okay.
But you can't bet.
This guy here, seeing that this one has taken 0 down, going to take on the next threat, which is yourself, Gunt. That's a 9 on the first claw attack,
Miss.
a 10 on the second claw attack,
Miss.
and an 18 on the bite attack.
That's a hit. I don't like these bites.
9
Bites
points
also.
of piercing damage on the bite.
Yeah, those bites hit every time.
Yeah.
You're looking good in that top, Angus.
Thank you. It's fucking hot.
Yeah, it looks hot. Yeah.
Okay, right. Wait, that's not right.
And you know I'm honest about that because you've already killed me.
It's all up to the
Yeah.
dice now.
2 sessions in a row, I've dropped you down to 0.
Yeah, good.
Hey,
Keep going.
which is your guy's name?
Exactly.
It's almost like
On
I
theme.
wanted it to happen.
Gonna be, Alright.
Casimir.
Right. Okay. Let's do some stuff. I'm gonna attack this one first. With my great sword, and that's gonna be a 10.
Doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
Of course it doesn't. Out of these two, are either of them already hurt in any way?
All of them, apart from the one that's just taken 0 down, are hurt.
Okay.
The one to the north of Gunt is the most. No, it's not. The one that you just missed, the one to your left, is the most damaged of the 3 that are
Alright.
currently
Didn't this guy take
thrashing
16
around in the
damage?
long grass.
Hmm.
He was up top when Temerity
No.
chokeslammed him.
Yeah, so he took that down, the 15 damage from that.
Hmm.
That's the only damage he's taken.
Okay.
This guy's
Says
taken a
I heard
couple
you
of
than I
hits
expected.
and had run away.
Mhm.
Good. Save us, Casimir. It's all up to you.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Confidence, my boy. You can do it.
I mean, yeah, sure, easy.
Hell yeah.
I need to think this through. Which one do I? I guess action surge, and I'm gonna attack this one again.
And
Oh, that's better.
15 does hit.
Okay. I'm gonna use the goading attack on him just for the damage, honestly.
Nice. Good idea. Hell yeah.
So that's I get to re-roll one of those because it's 2. One of those dice.
You don't need to. With
Oh.
his 8 hit points, that sort of swinging
Oh,
slash.
so I wasted my
um,
goading attack.
You
Oh.
It was insurance. It
it's-
wasn't wasted. It was
Well, let me
insurance.
just check it.
Yeah.
Can it's been
I was just rereading
When I
it
hit a
to see if
creature.
it said. Yeah, you did. And then you expended
Yeah.
your superiority die as part of the
Right.
damage roll.
right.
How would you describe your killing blow against this creature?
It's quick. It's just like I try and hit it once, and maybe dashes away or something, like dodges it, and then I just stab it and then pull it out in the face. Yeah.
You could describe it as goated.
Yeah, I'll face one of these. I'll face like generally in Gun's direction to think about my next targets. Yeah, that's it for now. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay. Zero, as is becoming All too familiar. Could you whisper me the first of your death saving throws, please?
Can the triangle square help me in any way?
Can the what?
The triangle square.
Oh, the triangle
Oh,
square.
the square triangle, sorry.
Square triangle.
I said it wrong way. It's written right
Zero.
in front of me.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
D-Money.
Zero.
What?
What?
I could have sworn you were talking to Carl here.
No, Carl was talking, but I was talking to you. Can
Oh,
you
okay,
whisper me
sorry.
the first of your death saves, please?
I hate that I responded to D-Money so easily.
And not 0. Okay. Gun. Can you mark that down? 0,
I have.
Okie dokie.
whatever it is.
Which of these dino boys is looking most healthy?
The one that's just taken 0 down.
Of the two that are immediately next to me?
The
North or-
one to I mean, they look both pretty much the same. We'd say there's probably a hit point in it.
Okay. So I believe I can use a free item interaction to stow my crossbow.
Yeah.
So pop that back. I can't do that with 2 though, can I? Like my warhammer as well.
No idea.
I think it's per item, isn't it? So,
No, I think it is. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
You
Cool.
get one free item interaction, and
That's fine. So I'll like very cautiously, hands up by the side, stow the crossbow, and then bring the hammer up to the one on the north for a one-handed attack. Moving surprisingly swiftly
one-
for a stout little dwarfy boy.
to the northern one. Yeah.
The northern one-handed warhammer attack, please.
Okay, 21 hits.
Very nice. I've minimized my thing so I can have everything on. Boop. 5.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. It's still standing, but it's looking pretty
Okay.
hurt.
Then the healthier one is going to get a lightning gauntlet to the face.
Okay.
So this has the... let's see if it hits first. Boop.
20 hits.
Okay, so that does 1d8 lightning, and that creature has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against me.
Okay.
9 lightning. And then I kind of go back to back. Actually, I don't think it's facing backwards, but I'll try and be aware where Casimir is. Or perhaps even move slightly closer towards where Zhiro is. I know it doesn't actually change where I am on the map, but for flavour's sake. As if I'm kind of standing over his twitching corpse. Like, no, he belongs to us. If you want him, come and claim him.
Okay.
That's my camp, how dare you.
If anyone's going to slap that guy about, it's going to be us. I'm pretty sure he owes me money.
So,
That would be too
3
surprising.
attacks from both of these guys at you, Gun, having just
Lovely.
attacked both of them and damaged
fair
both
enough.
of them.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And they are flanking, so they are both with advantage.
Lovely.
All 3 are with advantage. So the first claw attack is a 23.
That's going to be a hit, yeah.
Just stop after
Okay.
20, I'm sure.
anything over
7
14.
points of slashing damage.
7, okay. Yep,
Second attack is a 22.
that's a hit.
And that is 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And
Right.
finally, the bite coming in with a 17.
That's also a hit.
7 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Okay, I'm just about standing.
Okay, and now it's the other one's turn.
Velociraptor, a dinosaur on my back.
Basically, yeah. Oh god. So the first of those attacks with advantage is a 10.
Miss.
Roll 20. Max damage, you're down.
One dino.
That's like 12, 14 points of damage on that
that's
one.
going to be a for me, I'm afraid.
Okay. How high is your AC, Casimir?
There is a shield on the floor next to you that gives +1 AC if you want it.
+2, right? Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, for a shield.
16 is mine.
If we were doing a
weapons, so
If this was a video game and we're doing a speed run, I would reload this encounter.
yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying your AC might be what saves the day here, because I don't know your character that well, but oh boy.
Michael, have you ever had to roll death saves before?
I don't think I have.
Have you ever been taken down to 0 hit points before?
I don't think I have. I'm usually a caster, so they can't usually get to me.
Do you have toggle GM Whisper activated on your sheet?
No, I will find it while Carl does his. Do you need one now? Or is it start of my next turn?
No, not yet. No,
Okay.
start of your turn.
Okay, I'll try.
My hint is look at the cogwheel and then on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, top right.
Casimir, you see Gunt go down.
Yes.
You see this guy start to drag Zero backwards through the long grass.
Angus, question: does my effect while I'm still alive still impact the one that I punched? That he has disadvantage if he attacks Carl?
Oh, I don't think so. No, I think that fades when you are no longer a factor to be considered from an attacking perspective.
Okay.
Largely around because it is this guy, isn't it? That you
To the south, he got the
to the face
punch.
Yeah, because he is doing effectively the same thing and is starting to drag away in the long grass too. Casimir.
Angus, sorry.
You see your... Oh, and this guy's continued to run away. He's
just reading the thing. It's technically the armor that's making a distracting pulse until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Rather than me, it's not magic. It's the armor. It's like beep, 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 or something.
Being annoying. Okay. So yeah, this guy is. I think it's fairly a moot point because it's going to be the end of your turn before Casimir gets to him. I think. Casimir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack the one next to me. Oh my god.
That misses.
I don't have action surge.
Yeah, healing wood. Not healing wood.
Any healing.
Yeah, I do, but that's not gonna help me right now.
So what character you re-roll in there?
Maybe a blade
suggest
slinger.
a cleric for one of you.
Oh, I haven't played a cleric in a while.
I've never played one. I might actually next time we do.
Yeah. Good.
Just be
Cleric,
Casimir and
my
two
favorite
clerics.
class.
Just constantly healing him as he Hulk rages around the
wails on him. Racistly.
Racistly.
What are you gonna do, Casimir?
No pressure.
Well, campaign's on your back, Carl.
Nothing else I can do.
Is it?
5 sessions.
I've done prep for the next couple of sessions, and I'm like, oh, that could have all been wasted.
Is there something I'm missing? I've got my
The end of the session, and it was all just a dream.
maneuvers.
Dinosaurs aren't real. What are you talking about?
Okay, so if at the beginning of next session one of the spirits took complete control over Zhiro and rescues the day. You know that's my backup character.
Nothing I can do. That's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Save the day, AC Daddy.
That's your turn. Any movement?
No, I'm not gonna give it a free attack. I guess I'll just like step towards my teammates a little bit, but stay within its area.
Okay.
The final thing I see is Casimir kind of wandering up towards me. Oh God.
Zhiro. Let's go ahead.
Engage.
Okay. Gun.
Okay,
Let's have yours.
let me see if I've got this right. So I have a toggle now that says 2GM, and then I
Yep,
click
make sure
Death
that's
Save.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Natural
Do you
20.
know what that means?
What is the requirement for it to be a positive?
10 or above.
Okay, thank you.
10 or above.
I
So
know what
if you
that
mark
means.
that in the respective column.
10 or above is success. 9 or below is failure. Natural 1 is 2 failures.
Oh
Natural
wow.
20 is you get
2
up.
successes.
Okay.
Or is it
2 or 3?
immediate get
I
up?
think,
Or is
I
it on
think
a
you're
nat
correct.
20?
I think a natural 20 is like you just get up with 1 hit point, I believe.
Okay. So it's overall in your
think
favor.
that's good.
20...
Ah.
Yeah.
Natural 20
it
is
is
good.
slightly in your favor, yeah.
Okay. So how far do we get dragged by?
Another 20 feet.
Yay.
These guys dragging you.
Where's that damn homunculus?
Yeah, you regain 1 hit point from the natural 20. Become conscious. It's basically like a miraculous, like you wake up like, oh god.
Gonna attack you, Casimir.
I'd like to see you try. Don't bite me though. They hurt.
Okay.
No, you tried.
So the first claw attack is 9.
No.
The second claw attack is 17,
Yeah, it does it.
and that's 5 points of slashing damage, and the bite is
Five.
6.
Oof.
The bite is
So
a 6 to hit.
that was a 6 to hit, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine. All right, that's fine.
And it's back round to you now, Casimir.
So annoyed that I don't have action surge anymore.
You can do it.
Yeah. I'm just
For
gonna
those of you who are currently rolling death saves,
Mm.
if something happens and you fail your 3 death saves, I will continue asking you to roll death saves even
that's
beyond
not
that time,
Right.
so that no one else will know
Okay.
if there has been a failure to
Yeah.
the point of death.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
And
completely
obviously,
agree,
if you succeed, you will come sort of. You don't come back to consciousness. You just stabilize, don't you? If you complete 3, just at 0 hit points, but stable.
So you don't die, but you're not...
So I will also, unless you roll a natural 20 on your
Yeah,
death save and
natural
return to
20
1
brings
hit
you
point,
back.
even if you
Yeah.
succeed on your death saves while you're still unconscious, I will still get you to
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
death saves
Okay.
until something happens in game that definitively the rest of the players know whether you have
T-Rex
survived
comes and
or
eats
not.
everyone, including the velociraptors.
So guess what I do? I'm gonna run. And I'm gonna catch up to this one.
Okay.
Wrong way.
The 24 on its so 23 on the
Kidding me.
right there, and that's 9 points of slashing
You
damage as
die.
it floors you as it runs.
9 points.
23 points a
For the
damage.
last bit of my turn, I will second wind. which I actually have set up here.
It's definitely the heroic move. I don't know if it's a good move, but it's heroic.
Alright, plus 13.
Definitely a move.
Alright,
Hey.
that's my turn. Max heal. That's
Oh.
good.
Nice.
It's as good as it could be. Other than, you know, being hit.
Then, Zero. Let's have your third, please.
Third and final.
I believe in you, buddy. You can do it. Zero's too magical. Turns
Well, it's
out
a magical place.
Gun.
It can
Can
handle
I
losing.
have your first
You
as well,
may.
please?
it turns out in the end, this isn't actually Zero. It's just a goblin. He's tricked us. Okay, so
Yeah, we
that's
cut over to that
ticked
cave. So it just
TGM.
has them.
Okay.
Probably just keep that tick too. I
mark
don't
that.
know if it can be picked up.
Okie dokie.
What you got?
I can't tell you. It's a secret. Shh.
Secrets.
This does make me really want to play Baldur's Gate 3 with y'all when it comes out.
Okay.
Dear, I don't want that.
At this point, Casimir, as you're chasing down these creatures, you notice someone appears to be stood over here,
Oh,
up on the ridge.
Batman?
It's
nice.
How many legs do they have?
you can't quite tell, but it's difficult to discern from here. It's, when you first saw it, it looked like it might have been a wolf. But now, as you're focusing on it, it looks more like a humanoid sort of crouched down on the edge, like 2 feet and a hand down, and the other hand sort of hovering in the air. And it lets out an almighty, screeching, roaring howl, and launches itself off the cliffside. It's not very. Cliffside's probably overstating it a little bit. You know, like 10, 15 foot. It's a ledge, and just you see it sort of chest height coming, plowing through the grass. It has a really fish face, but it's definitely humanoid. A wolfish. Wolfy face?
Oh, not a fish. Okay. Like the fuck is
A wolfish. Wolfish. Not like a wolf fish. And yeah, it's covered in hair, and you can see just these claws on the ends of its fingers as it's running through, just reaching.
And it attacks you. What's your AC, Kazim?
Running through there, and it is going to roll 2 attacks. One with its claws against this dinosaur, which is the first one. And I'm going to bite attack. That's even worse. That's
You don't
That's-
often see
that's-
dinosaurs and werewolves in one batch.
it's a crazy world that we're living in. Well,
Yeah.
it's not the world that we're living in. That you guys are living in.
What is this, grass? Like, it's funny, I think that I live in the desert.
It's turn. I'm just gonna mysterious wolfy creature.
Glenn.
Mysterious.
By the scent again. Now it
Yeah,
is
I'm just
their
rolling
turn.
into the next
Zero, you're completely unconscious and unaware of this, but the one that was dragging you drops your limp leg to the floor and turns to attack this newcomer. That's 2 natural ones and an 11 for 15, which does hit. Wait. 7 points.
I like to imagine if you get 3 natural ones in a row, you just explode.
Slashing over the left arm. That's about 3.
I still like it as a question mark after dinosaur. Dinosaur?
Dinosaur? Ah, that's because you didn't know.
Which probably would be your reaction if you saw.
Huh?
Okay.
Good dino?
It ain't Barney.
Good dinosaur? No.
This guy here is also gonna leave gun. And gun again, Casimir. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. He's gonna go over there. Do you want to take an opportunity to attack there, Casimir?
Swing, natural 20. No, is
I take an unconscious one.
18 hits.
Nice.
There's a hit. Oh, sorry, goading attack with it.
Don't need it, mate.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
With its 3 hit points, the forcing and slashing damage
Oh, really?
Just
That?
waste another one.
ended it. And how does this killing blow land?
So it escapes. So it tries to drag off. It's trying to drag gun off, right? Or is it just running?
It just dropped me unceremoniously.
Dropped
It
you.
just to go and have a go at whatever creature this is.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I see it drop you and turn around. As soon as I see that, I see an opportunity, and it makes a couple steps to sort of begin to exit my reach, but I just extend the great sword, and it's just long enough to insert itself into its back spine.
and you clearly hit something vital because it just immediately dropped.
Nice. Revenge.
I slipped its disc because it's so old. Because it's a dinosaur.
Boo.
Guy comes
Look at behind you.
flying in, chasing after you after you left it. It is it's an 8 on the first clause, a 9 on the second clause, and a 7 on the bite.
Yeah.
My dice have turned on me.
Hell yeah.
Bedtime time.
That's fine. Yeah, come on,
After gun took like 40 damage in one go.
It's a gun. Can you roll me?
I can.
What is your?
This will be my third roll.
Wait,
This
hang
one.
on. Hang on. Something's going on.
Yes, something has gone wrong. It was around the time the dinosaurs ambushed us. I knew I should have just done a thunder wave and let you guys take the damage.
I feel like
honestly
I'm
going to
still
sleep.
owed it. I think I've missed Zero somewhere along the line, so we're missing a death save. From
Zero
Zero.
goes
It
before me.
Zero you,
Yeah.
and so now we need.
Oof.
Okay. And now one from yourself, please, Gun.
Here you are.
I was going to sleep at one point, but I figured that these guys might, and I guessed correctly, have a ton of health. and I would have just put myself to sleep again, which wouldn't have been ideal.
Same effect.
And now
in the
we're
end.
back around to,
Either way, you're unconscious.
to yourself, Casimir.
Maybe it would have been ideal. They just dragged me away, and I'm at full health, so I can
Right.
turn myself invisible and leave.
Did I waste? I did waste that spirited die, didn't I? The next one, just
What?
I wasted
The superiority
spirited
die on your goading attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have
Okay.
4 of them, right?
Yeah. I got another 2 left, but it's getting tight.
So it's HP, my man.
At least roll your damage before you. No, I'm not going to say anything else.
So I'll attack this one. Okay.
That hits.
It's gonna be max damage. It's not.
3 damage.
Yeah,
Nope.
pretty good.
Enough.
It's not.
How does this killing blow land? 3 for
Ah.
3 so far.
So I get the spine, and I'm like, oh shit, this one's coming. And I just like take it out, and I just point it at him, as he comes to me, into it.
And then it works quite well because none of the attacks that it made on you landed. It was like it was coming at you. You spun round and stabbed it, and it tried to make its attacks as it slid down the blade. But it just comes to the end of its life as it reaches the hilt of the blade.
That was almost poetic. Good job.
Now, I'm assuming this thing's gonna attack me anyway,
Kill it.
but I'm gonna use
It's different. Get it?
its affiliation against the dinosaurs to get behind the dinosaur.
Okay. The enemy of my enemy is my friend for the for the purposes
Just
of
for
now.
the
flanking.
next 2 seconds.
But
Uh,
here's the thing: if the strong thing is fighting the weak thing, you can attack the strong thing and then kill the bolts at the same time.
Wow.
Bold move to make
Yeah.
when you are one
But
of
it's
3
different and
surviving
you're
party
racist,
members.
so go ahead.
Possibly.
That is my. Could I have done something before I moved close?
What would you like to have done before you moved
Uh,
place?
I wanted to do when I was here. I wanted to do a quick toss with the axe
Okay.
Straight at the werewolf.
at at the dinosaur
All right. Okay.
because it's still next to
If I
zero.
recall correctly, this guy still hasn't been damaged.
Oh, really?
He came flying in, took 0
Well, it's
down
not-
like
it's not changed.
immediately. 9 doesn't hit. No, so he's still undamaged.
I've wasted every
Nice.
single one of my spirited die so far on nothing. Same with action surge, I believe. I wasted it on the no hit.
At least you've been using your resources.
Yeah.
I did one class thing and I died.
Wait, you died?
It was glorious, though.
No, that died. That down.
Um,
It was very cool. I will admit.
Okay.
yeah, that's my turn. Oh yeah, and then I move behind it.
So insults at the werewolf. You should rename your axe hurling to Shade. That way you could be throwing shade.
Throwing shade.
Oh shit at it.
So more survivey rolls? Or are we out of turnover?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it? Yes, Emma, sorry. You said that you were.
No,
doing
we
something
are. I was just shooting someone a message because I said I'd just let them know when we were live, and I forgot. Okay.
It's okay.
so,
we
no,
don't
we're
mind them not
still-
seeing us get destroyed.
We're still in.
Oh, I forgot
turn
about,
order. So,
Wolfie.
I've already rolled, Angus.
I know. I've seen you. You already rolled. That's why I said it's now Wolfie's turn. So he rolls
Oh.
23 on
I should have done
it.
something else.
Claws.
Are they healing claws that give off a healing aura to anyone within, say, 15 feet? Who isn't a dinosaur?
7 points of
And that can
slashing
cast the
damage
incarnation.
there.
It's just a really
And
cool
then
werewolf.
It's going to bite, which is 13 to hit, which just hit.
I hope we survive. Just
Make sure my
sorry.
yeah.
Just to see how Zhiro interacts with a werewolf.
8 points. So it's still standing, but it's looking a lot worse than it was previously.
Nice. Thank you, doggy dude.
Oh yeah, we're still up. It's
Could say he's got that dog in him.
now their turn.
Slang might be so new that Michael doesn't get the joke.
Do you, I don't think I did. Do you need another roll from me? I guess. Sorry, I've lost track of the order.
No, it's them. It's them. Then
Dino, then okay, thank you. I'll be quiet.
So that's 10, 10, and 22 against this guy. So then you have 22 hits. 3 points of. And then seeing you two and it is going to start to run. So
There was a weird bit of foreshadowing, either the last session or the session before.
What was that?
Chat with Malachi.
Wolfie guys lashes out at the fleeing dinosaur and misses. Casimir, would you like to take an opportunity attack as well?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Don't make it sound like an inconvenience or anything.
14.
Yeah, 14 just hits.
Nice.
I rerolled the
9
one.
points of slashing damage. You're alright, reroll one.
So 5 and a 5 plus 3. Oh my god. That's a 13 damage.
13. How would you like your fourth killing blow to land?
Cool. So the werewolf or whatever it is misses the opportunity attack, right?
It does, yeah. It reaches out, it just can't quite make contact.
So I like to imagine the dinosaur didn't even realize I was standing behind it, and it takes like a step back before sort of running away, and it sort of moves into me, and I'm just holding my sword, and I'm just like, just a little stab inside it, and I'm just like twist, take out.
It's okay. No one saw it.
It drops there then, just as it's leaving your sphere of influence. So now we are out of turn order. You find Casimir face to face with this huge werewolf creature that you've heard stories of, but never again with a lot of things you've come across so far while since being here. You've heard stories, but you've never really considered them to be real. And yeah, here you are.
Angus, one more question.
Face to face with one. Can you roll me one, please?
I think we should stay in turn order. Like, how close do you want to play this to the walls? Because there is a real chance Gunt will die here. We need to stay in turn order.
Wait, what do you mean Gunt will die? I'm not the only one. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That there's just a more than zero.
unless you can heal. Casimir or the werewolf. The fucking werewolf can heal. Who knows? Maybe it's a cleric.
Yeah,
But like,
you don't know what he does during the daytime.
I don't. Let's hope he has some healing potential.
Right. So I'm a rolling, Angus.
Can we roll these
please.
publicly? I think public would be cool.
I defer to Angus.
I mean,
Okay, no,
I'll be honest.
I'll
I'd like
I'll
to
keep
not
that.
know personally.
I think
okay.
I think
You know,
while
I'm okay.
Cole's doing his diplomatic outreach to the lycanthrope community, keep it
Yeah, I'd like to
a
not
mystery
know
as to
your
what's
state
happening
right
with
now,
us.
personally.
Okay. Yeah, keep it secret then. I'm okay with that now.
It's a natural diplomat.
Okay. So Casimir,
Okay, so
your
I take
comrades have fallen.
Yeah. I take the sword out of the dinosaur and as it falls, and I see it fall, but my eyes are locked on the werewolf, and I'm sort of holding it, still sort of ready, but in a backed off, sort of stance, in a way like almost like I want to put this down, but I don't know if I want to, like if I should, right? And I'm looking for visual cues from it for for the next second or so, just like see, like, is it looking at me ferociously, or is it looking at me like with relief, or like how's it looking at me? Is it, how did it react to me?
Roll me an insight check.
Ugh.
5. In terms of the behaviour that you're seeing, it's not looking at you aggressively. It's not even looking at you at all, really. It's looking at the fallen dinosaurs at its feet, and then it's sort of looking across at your fallen comrades. It hasn't really paid much attention to you at all at this point.
Okay, I see it looks at Zhiro, and I immediately jump to Zhiro to check his wounds, and I try and stabilize, or like I wanna investigate and stabilize, etc.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check. Okay. Zhiro. Does he stabilize you?
Can't hear you. You're muted.
D-Money,
you muted.
D-Money, you muted.
D-Money, you muted. Muted.
Thanks,
Yeah,
D-Money.
not unless he has some magic reviving power. Thank you, guys. Because I died like 6 seconds ago.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
So I'm,
Hell yeah!
okay, so so I'm trying to like hold the wounds and stuff, and then I'm starting to feel it, and then I think he's not even reacting to this. I put my hand on his neck to check, and I don't feel the pulse, right?
No, you
You
don't. Did
you-
we say you had like
you
android
feel-
blood before, like glittery milky blood?
Yeah,
Right?
I think glitter,
Yeah, it was
glitter
like-
milk was
like,
the term used.
glitter semen milk.
I don't think I
Like,
said steaming. I
An
implied
extra sparkly
steaming. I don't
version
think I
of the
said it.
androids. An extra glittery version of the androids from Alien.
Aliens, yeah.
Okay, so there's a bunch of that all over, and then, okay, so first off, literally in Angus's words, semen blood everywhere. I'm gonna quote you on that. And then as the like life kind of leaves him, you see his skin start to turn like a goopy white, and he sort of just dissolves into like a puddle, like a like a very
Like
viscous
an
puddle.
amorphous blob.
Yes, exactly. And then all of his equipment like falls to the side, including a hat that falls off. But yeah, he's just a goopy milk boy, or was, I should say.
Was.
He'll always be a goopy milk boy to us. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Aww.
So
I think that's the first time I've seen a character actually die.
If there was a
Yeah,
camera,
It's the first time I killed one.
nice.
if
I'm happy
this
for
was
you, it's
a
good.
show of any kind or anything, you see almost no reaction from Casimir. It's just like flat expression, and he just looks like his eyes just lock towards Gun, and he just runs over to Gun, and I guess that's my turn.
And then you hear a voice in the back of your mind, you can't keep anyone alive.
Why is it so
The
dark?
wolfy creature that does the
It's a
same.
Scarecock.
He comes running across the Gun. And closer he gets there first, and it's his turn, not yours. He throws himself down to the ground, and you're just fully expecting to see these claws just start shredding into Gunt's stomach and just chewing his insides out, but it doesn't. He reaches into his leather pouch that's on his belt, and he seems to be pulling out some mosses and other shit. And he starts applying it to the wound.
Medical soap, yeah.
Please don't put shit on his wounds.
It's healing shit.
Gun, are you still alive?
I'm not dead, so yes,
Oh.
I suppose.
Okay.
Well, you have now been stabilized.
Yes,
And as this is happening, Casimir, the wolf ears seem to shift on this creature's head to the side and start to change shape. The snout seems to be reducing into its face, and it's becoming much more sort of human looking. The claws, and as this is happening as you're watching, this guy is stabilizing Gun on the floor, and the claws are retracting into his fingers, and the hair is receding into the hand. By the time that Gun is stabilized, it's no longer a wolf-like creature that you see in front of you, but what appears to be a human.
Shit.
Is he hot?
Wild grey hair,
Or she.
and quite a short beard. It is a male. It's fairly simple and pretty tattered woolen tunic and trousers. No shoes.
Yeah.
A simple leather belt cinching the waist of this tunic, unless there's a leather pouch hanging from the side of it. And he sort of stands up and goes, I think this one will be okay. How did you get on with him?
Casimir's not even registering anything around except for that guy.
And actually, it turns 2-0, sees the puddle, and like,
Wow, they really fucked him up.
what? That's
I'm a fucking
not
werewolf, and that is
normal.
weird.
Yeah. Casimir reacting at all to this person that is now speaking directly to him
So
after
it
saving
beats
your
me to
potential
guns.
friend's life.
It beats me to Gun, and I'm like on my knees next to Gun as this happens, and then I just sort of take like a step back sort of thing, and I'll stand up, looking down at him, but just leaning back, hand not on my sword, but like near it. What are you?
Well, it would appear that I'm your savior.
Bliak.
Is this just Zero again? Is he possessed this werewolf?
He's just better at being the savior.
For the
Casimir's just
purposes
gonna.
of brevity, you can call me Devon.
Devon.
Wait,
Kazim is just gonna reach for gun and he's gonna check the pulse.
Roll me a nature check. Sorry, medicine check. This one has very little writing on it. But if it's a 1. Oh,
do,
yeah,
do I die if it's a
you're able
one?
to find. No, he just thinks you have
malpractice.
because he can't find it. 17. Yeah, you're able to find what is a surprisingly strong pulse, considering the damage you have seen him taken and how apparently close to expiring he was. It's still unconscious, but
I'm keeping
there is a
my
definite
eye on
strong pulse.
the guy, not the werewolf, the guy for a few seconds. Like sort of with my hand on Gun's pulse. And then I'm just gonna, almost like disregarding him, I'm just gonna look around behind me, look at the island behind me, and I'm gonna take Gun, I'm gonna put him on my shoulder and walk over to the island and set him down there next, like by a tree.
How much can you lift?
I'm pretty strong.
Unless Gun is exceptionally dense.
Only mentally.
I think there's a reasonable expectation that a character should be able to carry a character of
23
of
on
a
the
and
athletics.
with a 23
okay.
on his check, he's definitely
Just throw me onto the island.
so I'm enjoying that all of this has happened without a single word to this creature that is now just sort of standing there watching you carrying Gun off to the island. Okay. Roll me another athletics check for scaling the 15-foot ledge with an unconscious dwarf.
In heavy
Okay,
armor.
I forgot it's a ledge. How tall is it?
About 15 foot.
Oh god. Okay.
That's like 3 guns.
No, I wouldn't do that then. No, hold on. Let me think. I guess I'll put him against it. Yeah, I'll put him against it for now.
As you're sort of stood at the edge of this ledge with your unconscious dwarf friend, you sort of turn around and see this tattered human still standing there. Would you like some help?
Help? No. I'll be okay from now. Do
Okay.
you need some help?
Oh, I'm okay. But it looks like your friend could do with good night's rest and some care.
Yes, that's And I'm gonna sort of like look at Gun, look at the guy. I'm just gonna take a look at the edge, look back at the guy, and I'm just gonna slowly, like, looking at the guy, begin to climb, and then I'm just gonna climb.
So you're just leaving me.
That's okay. So you just climbing
Propped
up
against
the...
Right above Gun, sort of, like right next to him.
Do you
Okay,
use
so
me as a
you
step?
still go into the island in the middle of the long grass of death.
Yeah.
Can I stay with the werewolf?
That's like, he's looking at you. He sees that there's a significant amount of suspicion.
And yeah, do I manage to get up?
Yeah, it's not a challenge to climb it when that's what you're focusing on doing.
Yeah.
Hauling someone up with you would have definitely
Yeah,
required a relatively good roll for that. But just climbing yourself, it would just sort of be 15 foot to get up there.
So
In fact, it would be
here-
pretty much your entire movement because it's 15 feet up and it's difficult terrain, so half movement.
Does he react in any specific way? Does it do anything specific, or?
He doesn't. He's like, I've actually got a place not too far from here.
I take a look
Fire and
around.
food.
I take a look around the island, assuming that it's clear. I'm gonna take
Yeah,
like a
it's pretty clear.
scan of the horizon, and then when he starts talking about his place, I'm just maybe the one eye sort of glance at him where he's pointing for a sec, and then just look in that direction and just get a vibe.
Roll me a perception check.
No, I'm not.
20 is a really decent roll. So you look off to the south a little bit, and you can see probably 2 miles to the south. There is thick tops of trees and just really dense like foliage and bushes, but you can see what appears to be the thin curling trail of some smoke, similar to what you would expect to see from a chimney stack. It's not like a campfire or a bonfire smoke. It's quite sort of controlled and
But would that be you?
but you,
And I point at it. Point towards it.
yeah,
And if he doesn't register at first, I'm like,
that would be mine.
Smoke that I can see from 2 miles away.
Yeah, that would be my place. No pressure. If you want to try and make it out here on your own with this guy nearly dead, then I'm not gonna force you back to my place. But it's the offer is there.
Okay, Casimir's gonna take one more to look around, look down at the guy, and then climb down. Take a glance at gun. See that he's breathing. Look at the guy again. It's I don't take my eyes off the guy for too long at any point. Like I will look back at him every so and so seconds. Like just sort of check what he's doing. Okay, cool. I carry on doing my thing. And I'll approach Zhiro, or where Zhiro was at least, and I'm just gonna check around for any belongings and things like that. Do I find anything?
Okay. Zhiro, what does he find?
You find a very strikingly present hat. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, there's a hat. There's the sword that is pitted and cut into kind of like an ocarina would be. I've seen him like swinging around. On the back of that sword, there is like a little crystal skull sort of deal, which has been his spellcasting focus. Use. I didn't have a ton of stuff on me. You see, find a musical instrument, which I don't think I like probably put on what
Even
that
put
is.
it on
So
your character sheet.
yeah, like I don't know. Disguise kit, forgery kit, some fine clothes, which are probably slightly less fine now.
Kit, forgery kit. Okay, I will take the disguise kit. fact,
And
I'll
don't
take
forget
both
you
the
also
kids.
carrying a white leather-bound book with the symbol of the step-and-pointed
Yes.
star embossed in gold on the front cover. It's on the front and back cover, and a
Right,
smaller
I'll go
one on the
thing at a
spine as
time.
well.
I'll grab the disguise kit. I'll grab the forgery
Yeah.
kit.
There's also like an extra dagger and whatnot on him.
Should dagger. Yeah, I'll take a dagger. I'm
Yeah.
just looting.
You might as well.
Uh,
I'm not gonna use it.
What's the book? What were you on about the book?
It's the wizard's spell
there
book
was,
I got in the Goblin Cave.
Right.
Well, it wasn't his spellbook, was it? It was his diary.
Well,
Yeah, so
memories
I'll
can be
Diary
see
of
it.
his time in New
And,
Demonos up until
have I
this
seen
point.
it before?
Up until
Can you
the
show
point.
it to me?
I think so. Yeah, I showed.
I can't
well,
remember
I
if
think
he
that
showed
maybe
it
was
to
the
you, but
intro.
he definitely told you about it in
Okay.
not the last session, the session before.
Okay.
If anything, Angus told me to look at it again during the week, so I'm like, okay, I'll do that, and then I died. So, look at it again.
All right, so yeah, I'll take that as well. I'm sort of pick it up, I'm always like throwing it away. I'll put it back, and then I'm carrying on looking. I'm like, wait a minute, I'll just pick it up again. Yeah, go on then, and I'll put it in my backpack, and then yeah, anything else?
There's a deck of custom cards.
That's fine. I think I got cards. I got dice, but yeah, that's fine.
I would say take it along
what
anyway,
about-
so you can use it as a story hook at some point. I think we could do
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll take the cards. Sure, why not?
Alright, and you got the disguise and forgery kits, right?
No, it's
If you feel like taking them, I'm sure they'd be useful.
Disguise and forge. Okay, yeah, I got that.
Yeah. Entertainers pack. So I don't know, some fucking fake blood in there. Whatever an
That's where
extra
they
bit
came
you'd be
from.
carrying around.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
But I mean,
That
Thank-
sword.
yeah.
What was the hat you mentioned before I got for the sword?
Well,
Does it-
I mean,
does it look special or is it just like a cool hat?
it looks special. Something draws you to it.
Okay.
You don't know. You assume maybe the goopness was part of how Zio was transforming, but maybe the hat was also part of it. Who knows? I do, but
Did you have a backpack on you?
yeah, I had a couple of different packs. So you can probably just imagine all the forgery kit and disguise kit were all in the backpack.
Okay, so I'll take the stuff that I just took into my backpack, and then I'll basically empty it. I'll put the hat in there. And
And the 100 gold
Sword?
pieces he has.
100 gold pieces?
Yeah, you might as well. I'm not gonna use
Wait,
it.
you got 100 gold?
Yeah.
That's not that much.
I got 22.
Well, now you have 120. Congrats.
Alright, cool.
Get your friends killed more often.
Cool, yeah, I'm taking
He's working
gold.
with the dinosaur.
And the sword is curious. You said-
Mechanically, it's just the rapier, but
okay.
flavor-wise, it's quite unique.
Alright, cool. I will take the sword with the sheath, and I'm just gonna attach it. Because I'm imagining I got my great sword on my back. I'm just gonna attach it on my side, just there. With
Okay.
the rapier, but I probably won't use it. I'm just taking it for now, you know.
You know what? I had a instrument on my sheet as well. So let's just say the sword was the instrument, some sort of weird, wind-based.
Sure.
Sure.
So yeah, it just looks like a cool rapier that you use to cast magic, I guess, right?
Mhm. Yeah, and in my mind, I guess it's closer to like in a stock, but mechanically
okay.
speaking.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'll just put the rapier just for safekeeping, and I'll grab the bag with the pretty much just the hat at this point.
Basically.
I'll maybe take the rations that's in there just in case, and I'll just look at the guy. I'm just gonna walk towards him, just put the bag into his hands, and then walk over to Gun, pick him up, and then I'm just gonna sort of ready to go.
okay. So yeah,
putting the bag in his hands.
he takes the bag, and turns, walks up to the ledge, and he sort of almost like semi-shifts into like his wolf hybrid form, and just jumps the 15 feet up, and then sort of waits at the top for you to bring Gunt over so he can help you lift Gunt up.
Man, this session really
I'll-
went sideways. Didn't
Yeah,
it?
I wasn't expecting it.
If I gotta go up with him, then yeah, sure. I'll.
Well, the way he's doing it is he's sort of leaning down, ready to take Gunt from you and pull him up, or
Right. Okay.
help you
No,
up with
I'm-
Gunt, depending on.
I'm carrying Gun. I'm gonna
Okay.
try and climb up with Gun.
Ah, he's attached.
I'll do
As I say, roll me that athletics check. Okay, 19. It's a solid roll.
It's difficult.
He-
but I can do it.
sees your stubbornness and dogged determination to climb up this thing, and he sort of still waits there with his hand out, expecting that you're gonna struggle this, and having just had the shit kicked out of you by a load of dinosaurs. But as you're sort of reaching the top, you sort of see a bit of begrudging respect on his face, and seeing you scale the cliff, or the ledge, with an unconscious dwarf across your shoulder, and you make it to the top.
I know you might have saved him, but I don't trust him with Gun's body right now.
Oh,
Like,
follow me.
I'm happy
And
to
he starts
follow him.
trudging
Well,
off in the dark.
I'm not letting him touch Gun right now without permission, you know? Since he's stabilized as well.
So you continue to walk and follow him, and at one point, as you're sort of getting closer to the copse where you see this the curling grey smoke appearing from, you hit the howls of wolves, and he pauses for a moment and lets out a howl in return. And they hear the howls of the original wolves, sort of fading into the distance. We'll be okay. And keeps walking towards the house, and as you get to the copse, it takes a little while because you are carrying an unconscious dwarf.
While I'm walking with him, I remember, because the book that I picked up, I remember there was 3 individuals that went to the jungle, right?
Yes.
Was one of them a druid?
You don't know. You know that there was a wizard, a human wizard.
Right.
There was the half-orc woman who you gathered to possibly be either a ranger or a rogue. It wasn't quite clear.
Okay.
And another dwarf, or a dwarf, and the people in town who talked to you about him really couldn't tell you much about what he could do, but they did say that he seemed to be really into the Stormlord. Big fan of Cord.
Okay. But this guy doesn't fit the description. Of
This
it.
doesn't fit the descriptions of any of those.
It could be a werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in his humanoid form, and he's probably about 6'2". He's quite a big guy, quite broad. While most of his wolfy hair is retracted into himself as he's changed shape back into his humanoid form, he's still got quite coarse grey hair on his shoulders, but much more sort of just more like hairy human grey hair on his shoulders than is that guy actually a wolf. But yeah, he continues when you get pretty much close to the copse, and it's just so massively overgrown. But it just appears to be he follows this very narrow path that sort of weaves into the woods, and then there's like a couple of layers of screen where you're going in and out before you enter a clearing in the center of this place. And there's just this small log cabin. There's a small vegetable patch. There's like a little spring that is feeding out of a rock near the cabin. He's got himself this quite a nice little off-grid setup in the wilderness. Just his little cabin. Well, come on in. He opens the door and walks in.
Okay. I'm standing there with gun on my shoulder.
Yep.
I'm
He's getting
sort
heavy.
of like looking around, and I'm sort of like looking at him, looking around. Is there anywhere I can put him, but without words, you know?
I mean, you can put him on the floor. There's probably 20 or 30 feet around
Directly
this
into a
house.
bin.
It's
No,
not
I'm
big.
just
It's
looking
probably
for
like
if he-
maybe
if he
15 by 20
gestures.
foot.
If he gestures.
Oh,
it
so
seems like
you're
there's
following him into the house? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
yeah.
thought you was just looking to put him down somewhere outside. When you go in, he's already sort of on his knees in front of the fireplace, and he's loading the fire up with wood, and he turns and sees you coming in, and he gestures over to the single bed that's in the corner.
Right.
Put him down there if you like.
I'll lay him down there. No, I'll go to sleep there. I'll lay him on the floor. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll lay him down on the bed.
Oh my.
Right. Well,
Saxophone
help
starts
yourself
playing.
to whatever you need in here. I recognize that there is a lack of trust, and that's perfectly reasonable. I don't know you, you don't know me, and, well, you've seen what I can do, so I'll leave you here tonight, and I'll be back in the morning. He makes his way outside.
Where are you going?
Somewhere else to give you run of the house and privacy and sense of safety and security, I guess. I'm gonna go run with it. And with that, his form shifts, and rather than shifting into sort of the wolf humanoid hybrid that you saw fighting the dinosaurs, he shifts into an actual wolf, like full quadrupedal tail, ears a lot like full on lupus wolf, and just turns on his heels and runs out of the copse, following the little pathway out. You hear him howl, and the distant howl of the wolf pack answering him.
Alright. Is there a lock on the door?
There is. It's one of, rather than a lock, it's like a heavy wooden bar that can be slid down a bar in the
Right.
door. And there's
How late into the day is it at this point? Like, is it still early or?
Probably, I can't even remember when where we got to on this day. Let me have a look at the other map.
I feel like it was early-ish. I don't think it was late. But... Hold on, because we got up. Where did we rest again? Last?
Near a
we
tree,
sort of-
the fight with the bullet.
but not under a tree.
Yeah, near the standing stones.
Yeah. And then we travelled for a bit.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably pushing into mid to late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, Gunt's on the bed. That guy is gone, or wolf is gone. I put the bar on the door, and I'm just gonna take a look around this place. Yeah, just get a vibe, see what the hell is this place? Is this like his main house or?
But it's a house. It's very simple, not unlike houses that you've seen, people on the lower end of the economic spectrum living in. But it's where it's out in the woods. It's just a small log cabin. There's some very basic furniture in there. There's a small stove.
Is there a
that
lot
he's
of personal
loaded.
items in any way, or is it quite empty in that sense?
Not really. There are a few. Roll me an investigation check.
Right.
That's 3. Okay. You don't
find his
much.
toys, and it's not something you wanted to think about.
You don't find much. What I suppose distracts you from finding any really good or juicy pieces of personal effects is as you start looking around, you notice just the claw marks in the wood that make up the walls of this cabin. Particularly around the door, just like on the way in and out, you can see that there's just been claw marks going in, claw marks going out, and you do find a picture frame, and in the picture frame is a picture of a man and a woman. You look at the picture. It looks much like the man who you've just spent the last couple of minutes with. He's older. He's much more haggard looking and wild looking than he does in the photo. He looks pretty decent in the photo. He's a younger man, sort of in his early 20s. His hair is cut and styled and slicked back. His clothes are nice. The woman he's standing with is beautiful. She's got a really nice, well-made and quite opulent-looking dress on. It looks like they're sort of at a formal event of some description. The glass that covers it is cracked. That's the only that you find, and that's just because it's out on the table.
In that case, I'll do a quick sort of, while I'm also looking around, just make sure nothing bad is set up here. There's nothing that's, it's not like the fire's about to burst or anything. I'm just doing a quick sort of.
Yeah, you're looking for alcoves with skulls and candles on them and pentagrams painted on the floor.
Just
anything that gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Velociraptor sat in the corner.
I tell you, roll me a perception check, Blair, as you sort of glance around.
That's better.
Yeah.
I really
okay.
Intelligence and then good at other stuff.
Yeah. you have a look around and you can't see anything that immediately gives you the willies. Let's say it's a pretty simple cabin. It's a single room. You come in through the door. The fireplace is pretty much directly in front of you. You see a bow. Slung on sort of hooks in the corner of the room, but doesn't look like it's moved for a long time. Beds in sort of the left hand side, and so the right hand side seems to be set up for preparing and eating food.
I guess the remaining thing now will be, assuming gun is fine, I will open the door and just walk outside. I'm just gonna do a quick, and I'm gonna be very mindful to be quick and be perceptive of around the entrance. Almost like, if you're a guard patrolling, you're you're looking for movement and stuff. But I'm also, while I'm doing that, I'm doing a sort of 360 walk around the hut, the cabin, just to get like a vibe for the place. Just make sure I take in the environment. I know where I am. Anything that stands out, obviously, and that's about it.
Give me another perception roll in that.
Right. The way Casimir's seeing it is like, this seems like the base right now. I need to know my base. I need to know what the weak points are. I need to know what the hell's going on, right? Like, I need to be aware. If I'm running away, which way am I running, right? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be familiar.
So it seems that the growth area around this place, it's been chosen specifically because of the density of the undergrowth. So the definite strength of this place is how well it's hidden.
Okay.
So from a military and a sort of strategic platform, you feel quite good about that. The actual structure itself, the door is solid and well made, and the heavy wooden bar that secures it is solid and heavy. You feel pretty confident that would hold up. Much like in KCD, the windows in the houses are really small. It would require a small creature to sort of climb through those windows, and they are also closable and sort of lockable from the inside. There's wooden shutters that would close and secure. They are currently open. There's some cured meats on the interior. So there's a small vegetable patch where there's some small forms of vegetables growing, some cabbages, and looks like the tops of some carrots and possibly some potatoes in there as well. But yeah,
Nothing else stands out, and that's
apart from the fact that it is almost completely invisible from the exterior. It just seems like a really cute little homestead.
cool. All right. In that case, walk inside, bar the door, and I'm just gonna take like a short rest. I'm just gonna watch Gun. Yeah. I'm just gonna stay like kind of aware, but I'm resting. You know, like I'm just gonna sit back, lick my wounds, and just keep an ear out for the outside, and like just glance out the window every now and then. You know, things like that.
Okay. So you take your hour of short rest, and you can roll whatever hit dice you want to roll to get your hit points back up.
Does Gun get a short rest?
Gun, no. It works slightly different for an unconscious character.
Yeah.
He's still unconscious by the end of your rest. But over the next few hours, about 2 hours after, so 3 hours in total after he's...
At least you get the wake up.
Probably only an hour, because it probably would have taken you the best part of an hour to walk from the battle site to where you are now. And then you short rested for an hour. So yeah, probably another sort of 40 minutes after your rest finishes. Gun, you regain consciousness. You are now at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So you come to consciousness and find yourself in a quite comfortable, if rustic, house. So the last thing you remember was being chewed apart by dinosaurs, and the next thing you know, you're in a house.
So I had the one attack me from behind, and then I had the one from the front take me down, basically.
Yeah.
Giggity?
Okay.
I like to imagine at this point, Casimir's just like looking out a window. He doesn't even realize at first.
Would he care if he did realize?
Yeah, drama, baby.
Okay, so just trying to think. So wake up. How I can see in the dark anyway. I guess I'll check that everything works. I can still move my feet and my shoulders. Start to look around, being very slow and cautious. I will turn my head and have a look at what else I see in the room. Specifically, any people I see.
You see Casimir, and yeah, you just see yourself in a very small wooden cabin.
Cozy little cabin in the woods.
A cozy little cabin in the woods, rustic furniture, sort of basic survival and provisions, sort of hanging from hooks and on shelves and things like that. A simple carved wooden chair, a simple table.
Cool. Not where I expected to be, though.
Definitely not where you expected to be. No.
I'll let it.
Could I have in that time? Could I have prepared like a little on the fire, like
soup.
if there was some veggies around or something, like a little tiny little stew or something? Boil it. Just have it there, just boiling, just simmering kind of thing.
Yeah, certainly can.
I feel like it would make sense. Something low effort, just chuck a few things, water, boil.
You really know how to make a dwarf feel wanted.
Yeah.
Not known for his culinary delights, is Casimir.
No.
Okay,
It's military food, Just
I'll let out a very soft, very grating Casimir.
Oh, good awake.
I'm just gonna gesture that.
Yeah, I'll push.
What's that god's awful smell?
What's the woods?
Smells like
Have you never been in the woods?
burnt hair and carrots. Where am I?
Oh, I'm just gonna take like a bowl if I see one, and I'm just gonna pour a bit of the stew. I'm just gonna
burnt hair and carrots.
Just fucking eat it, alright?
Oh, thank you for follow and triggering Felric. Who was that? We had someone follow. And the Felric triggered, so I'm happy with that.
We're at 37 on Twitch.
Hooray!
I don't know where it came from.
Hello, people.
I'll even forgive you for interrupting my dramatic monologue with
Yes.
not monologue. With Carl.
Yeah, feel free to continue doing that, people.
Just air horn sounds. Yeah. Okay. Where do we get up to, Carl? Yeah, I asked where we were.
Yeah, as you mentioned the smell, I will pour it into a little bit into a bowl. Not like fill it to the thing. Like I realize you're lying down. I'm just gonna get a little bit just so you can have a bit.
Right.
Just eat this. You need the rest right now.
Take a sniff. Ooh, water first, if you don't mind.
Right. I'm just gonna I'm checking his inventory for water, really. Like,
yeah, must be or some kind of liquid. There must be something.
yeah.
I mean, there was the spring outside.
What did you make the stew out of if you didn't have water? did you just use Zhiro?
That's why it smells so bad.
I don't know, I'm just.
It's urine and carrot.
I'm assuming there was.
You steal
Got
juice,
water
it's
from
probably
somewhere.
not poison.
But yeah,
I'm also
there's
assuming
Very salty.
assuming that Gunt has some drinkable water on it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It was more so for
That's-
flavour
that's-
than the mechanics.
Yeah.
You just really don't want to go outside. Too
No,
much effort.
it's just this is your equipment. This is for you. It's the very soldierly approach, I think. It's like,
Okay.
here you go.
Where are we? What happened with the dinosaurs? Well, I think they were dinosaurs.
So, and I sort of do a double take on him. I don't know if you'll believe me. What do you call the hairy wolf boys?
Goblins.
You know,
hairy
the
wolf boys.
wolf boy.
Ooh.
They walk, and they look like a wolf, and they claw. I'd never seen one before, but it feels like I maybe heard something about that before.
A skin changer? Take the
changer.
form
Maybe
of a-
but I think it was
of
a
an
skin
animal.
changer or an animal. It was like an animal, but a human.
But they were
know?
they were scaly, not furry.
No. So the skin changer, it came out from a ledge, and it took one down, I believe, and well, they started running away. And
What did it take down from the ledge? It's clearly still a bit delirious after nearly being dead.
Well, long story short, the wolf boy, what did you say, skin changer, change into his skin to human now. So now he's human, and now he led me here, and he's gone, and he said we'll rest here for the night, and he'll be back tomorrow, I think. He didn't give me any reason not to trust him, but I would like to remain cautious.
What does Zhiro think?
Also,
Does he, of all the people to know
Zhiro-
if he's trustworthy, you take
I'm
an
assuming
untrustworthy
he left
person?
the bag, Zero's bag, right? The one I gave him.
Yeah, covered in white.
Can I say that again?
I'm assuming he left. The guy left.
He ran off with
Zero's
it
bag.
to go fence it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
he
Kept
carried
the
it
hat
into
on.
the
He
house.
saw
and
the hat and
left
thought,
it
oh, having that.
on the floor by the fireplace.
Yeah.
To sort of resting there.
As soon as you mentioned Zero, I put my hand on Zero's rapier at my side, and then I turn around and I open up the bag and I take out the hat, and I just put it on the table.
It takes Gun a few seconds to realise the significance.
What if Zero just wandered off? He's done that in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bit weird you have his sword, admittedly, but
He's
I grabbed
He's-
everything that I thought was useful, but sadly we lost a man.
no. Just to clarify, when you say lost, like how we lost him before, or the
Like when
restful
you
kind of lost?
rest. How did we lose him before?
He
He's quite weird.
you asked him to go
Did he
look for
die
his
before?
men.
he
He
no
just left.
he ran off and then came
Right, no,
back
he
a while
wasn't
later.
dead, no, like,
But this time he died.
restful then, I guess. Like he died. He died.
You'll
That is fuck, yo.
He died.
you'll ha-
Yeah.
In-
There's only two of us now. So that's that. Anyway, have your stew. And,
let's hold on a second.
Man, mom died. That sucks. How's the stew?
This was he was an odd little odd fellow, but he was of our party. There was nothing that we could do.
yes, well, you can't dwell on the recruits, you know, as they say. They come and go.
They survive a month, you learn their names.
If right. So to clarify, in your mind, this army is now equal parts officer as new recruits.
This is not an army. We're not Look, don't read into why I say too much. I'm just come on.
Yeah, fair enough. He sees what you're putting out. All right, You'll react in your way and I'll react in mine. We never even found out what he was doing here. Or
Well,
if he had any friends or
would've-
family or
mm,
loved ones.
I didn't find anything of that sort on his body.
Where is
his
the body?
Say
We
not
should
the
at least
body,
bury it. We owe him that much. It's a
there
decent
was
thing to
no
do.
body.
They
No, now that I say that, you might think that maybe the dinosaurs ate it. No, that's not true.
well, that
The
gets
body-
It's a
through my
weird
mind.
situation.
I would find it odd if you stood there and allowed that to happen. But if there's no body,
So,
then he may have played one of his tricks and
no,
spring out on us
no,
as soon as we
no.
leave the
The
cabin.
body was there. I went to check it. I went to try and stabilize him, but it just melted in my hands. And he left all this sticky white shit that he leaves around.
That
It was blood.
does sound like him.
The white blood. I don't know how that works. It was weird. I don't know. It was a very weird person. I don't
Well,
like weird like that.
suppose-
You're a bit more normal. You're a dwarf, but you're not that weird. You know. I'm glad it was you that stayed alive, because I don't know. I feel like I would feel uncomfortable if he was alone with me.
well,
Because
I can empathise greatly with that sentiment, Master Casimir.
not to speak ill of him, not to speak ill of
But
the dead.
yes,
I would never do that.
let us
Um,
remember him as best we can. He was, and he looks over at the hat. He was a bright
I guess-
character.
Can I make a play here and say that one of the spirits is attached to the hat?
mm.
Which one?
The one with the crystalline blue eyes, ideally. They were a cleric. If I come back with a cleric.
So what does that mean? Does that mean that we would see it, or is it just like a? Is just?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I haven't gotten the go ahead yet.
Oh, okay.
If it does happen.
We'll
good
have a chat
reach
about it over
Okay.
tomorrow. I guess.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
figure it out.
in that case, then Gunn won't reach for the hat at this point, but he will at some point in the future to properly commiserate over the loss of his companion.
Does Gunn wear a hat?
No, Gunn. He has a helmet,
Uh-huh.
but he doesn't wear it most of the time. It's his beautiful hair.
What kind of color? Like what kind of hat is it?
My head is just
I'm
a
wondering whether
pimp
Casimir
hat.
would even put that thing on.
What kind of hat is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be whatever hat you want, baby. That. Why don't you roll an arcane check on it?
No, just like look wise, you know.
In its neutral state, it's probably fairly, like practical looking. Maybe something like a higher end academic would wear like on the town. So it's a
Okay.
bit nice
That-
looking. It's a little sharpish, but
Definitely not what Casimir would wear.
yeah.
Gunn likes
It's
it.
just like he looks at the hat and he picks it up like maybe. No. He just shakes, shudders, and puts it back on the table. He's just like touches his head. He's like, oh, "Okay, it's fine, it's fine."
I'm kind of imagining like a hat out of Bloodborne, you know, one of those like they're not tricorners, but
Oh, like the.
they look really
Oh, yeah.
fancy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It-
I can't imagine Casimir with a hat for some reason.
Gunn
Show off
Changes
his
the
old
character
vibe.
Too much in my head.
Yeah.
can Gunn look around? He probably can't see anything from being on the bed. Is there any booze that you can see? Wine or spirits?
Let's have a look around.
I feel like rations for a dwarf should probably contain some kind of spirit.
Spirit, you said.
You can, if you would like to, Gun, over the next hour, you can have a short rest and roll hit dice to get yourself up beyond 1 and have a look around if you like.
I was probably
Casimir's already investigated around and hasn't found much.
Well,
No, I didn't find anything.
gives the stew another sniff. This is probably strip paint.
It's just
Get some glasses. We'll say a proper dwarven farewell to him.
some what?
Glasses, cups, shoes, something that can retain liquid for a reasonable amount of time.
Oh. Oh. What, cup?
There is a single clay cup.
Very Spartan.
It's sort of chipped on one point around the rim, and there is only one of them.
I lift it, and I'm like, there you go.
Pour some of this stew into it, and I'll hold it quite ceremoniously in front of me. He wasn't a dwarf, and he wasn't a man, as far as we know.
No.
But
I don't think so.
He may one day have been a brother to us, in
Could have been a
feet,
man
if
one
not
day.
in intent or spirit. He has returned to the earth, albeit in a strange place, and I hope that his whimsy will continue in this land and find its way into the trees and the plants, that they may brighten this world that he would have sought to make part of his dominion. Which perhaps it's probably a good thing that won't happen. And
He would have low-key been the bad guy of the campaign if he died.
but
That was accountable.
from his tragedy, perhaps we can honour his memory together. And he takes a sip and then hands it over to Casimir,
Tally, not
kind
with
of
the
watching him as to whether he's going to
He holds
refuse.
it. Mape cord. Look after him in the afterlife. It's gonna.
Okay. Good
Just
news.
got done with it.
Is pleasantly surprised
Just downs it.
and lays back, slightly more content. Then remembers that he can cast healing spells on himself. In fact, first he'll look Casimir up and down. Are you wounded still?
Oh no, I'm okay. I had a bit of a rest. I figured I'll just leave it till later, till tonight. It's just be scratches and things.
Sorry, Alice, was there any reason for me to not
Just gonna
cast
leave them.
Cure Wounds on myself?
I mean, you can just have a rest and
Okay.
use your hit dice rather than casting a spell and using a spell slot. But I imagine you'll probably be settling in for your long rest
yeah.
shortly anyway, so it's much of a muchness.
Okay, cool. I'll go with a cast then. Oh yeah, 4 whole healing.
Roll your hit dice.
Yeah, that was a bit silly. Oh well. I'll take those points.
Did you GM roll that?
Oh yeah, sorry. I need to remember
Oh,
to
yeah,
sort
he
of
did.
public.
He got 4. Rolled a natural 1 plus 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Then on my bonus action, I give myself temporary hit points.
Oh, you look already better. My stew help.
Sure. Fine.
Casimir goes back to chill/watching.
Okay, so I'm no longer on the brink of death.
So,
Good stuff. Good.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to do with the remainder of your afternoon/evening in the log cabin?
oh right. I almost forgot some stuff I got from. I don't think I'm going to use this. and I give him the forgery kit.
Okay.
I frankly, I never write.
I couldn't believe
you will,
that.
I think you'll have a. I know how to write.
I'm sure you do.
Don't think I don't know.
Wasn't implying
It's
or
not
inferring that
that
was the
I've
case.
I like
written
you.
many letters before. I've received orders. I've written orders. I have my
Circles with like frowny faces, and arrows pointing to the bad guy.
I know. How
He
to
just has
spell
stamps.
attack
Me like,
correctly.
me no like.
I know how to spell attack correctly and all sorts.
At least
but
half the time,
yes,
yeah.
You will
ATAK.
use this way. Also, another thing. I'm not going to read this. Just throw the wizard's diary at him at the bed.
I know how to write, not read. Here you go.
Wizard's
You let me know if
diary.
there's anything useful that Zero might have missed, but
Okay.
This is the thing I've been trying to do for the last like 3 hours. Just read
Yeah.
this book.
Yeah, and other than that, I'll keep the dagger. The sky scale I'll keep for now. Playing cards, I'll keep that. Fucking hell, I just remembered about the Boyko, the fucking mule.
Jesus. Mule's gone.
Why was the mule attacked?
I don't know. I just keep forgetting that I have him.
You could attack the mule,
We
Angus, and
need
you
to do,
kill
we
him.
need to do a token for him, and
Yeah.
so
Yes.
that you can.
Cute little token.
Because I just thought about my inventory and I thought, wait, fuck, I just, yeah.
He just knows when to leave when stuff's gonna go down.
Just comes like,
Gotta
he's
listen
the
to the
Red Dead
animals.
Redemption horse that you just whistle and he just spawns and then you leave him. And he'll just find you always. So yeah, I'm not sure how you want to do that, Angus, but either way,
Play Boyko next.
yeah.
Boyko's a cleric. Oh
we
god.
we will
Hey, entity.
introduce or reintroduce Boyko as an element within the game next session, and you will be responsible for him. He will come out on encounter maps, and
Cool.
will be
Yeah,
We're not
Yeah.
gonna walk him for you.
Targetable.
You've got to clean up after him.
Okay. Yeah.
exactly all of that
That's
stuff.
fair.
Uh,
That is
so we're
fair.
gonna
You just
create-
always
create,
forget. Like I'll remember like 2
Boyko.
sessions later. I'm like, oh shit.
Hi, entity in chat. How are you?
He's a whole ass skeleton. Next time you look at him.
Yeah, as
Hey,
soon as
hey,
he's
hey.
on the,
Things have not gone well for
Oh,
Boyko
man.
in the last 24 hours.
um,
Like
I
post
died, entity.
Yeah.
By the way.
credit scene, Boyko just wanders up to the puddle of mysterious white liquid and starts eating it.
so, yeah,
Becoming
so I
possessed.
His
guess
eyes go white.
to integrate him into the story a little bit, I guess
Oh, no.
Gunt would have been on Boyko while Casimir would lead him to
Mm.
the cabin. I guess it's at least something. Yeah. The rapier. I'll sort of take it off the belt and I'll put it next to Zero's bag with the hat.
Mm.
And like, well, I also have his weapon. I don't know if you want it. I don't think I want it.
It's a bit flimsy for me, I think. Don't think I quite have the whatever
The
he
dexterity.
had for it.
Keep in mind, the
Yeah.
last time you saw Zero use it, he swung it like wildly, and it hit him like the side of the blade, completely ineffectual. What a master swordsman!
Okay. Well,
What a stupid POS. I love it.
yeah, he sets it on the table then. But like going forward, I'll just have it on my belt.
Okay.
But like for right now, for roleplay reasons, I've set all this stuff like by the table, sort of on the side.
Gunt will.
Um,
sorry, Karen.
yeah, I think that's it.
Gunt will go on a cantrip mending spree repairing the numerous dinosaur lacerations that are probably on everything that he owns, including any issues with Ziro's hat, to get it patched up if it's been damaged.
Yeah, you can spend that time.
I actually, I just realized Casimir will use his leatherworker tools to just do some maintenance on his some of his clothes, and also offer it to Gun
Okay.
if he needs it.
Gun looks at his entirely metal
Nothing too
armor
intense. Nothing too intense.
and his
just,
intricate.
Just something to do
tools.
throughout the hours, you know.
Yeah.
For the evening, just something to.
Dinosaur lacerations.
Alright,
solid.
there you go, Carl. You should now see in the character journal
Hey,
Boyko the Mule
Boyko's been upgraded.
yes.
with its full character sheet
I'm
and
responsible for
stats.
him.
Boyko knows Fireball?
Oh my god.
He knew.
Yes,
He knows
Power
Revivify.
kill.
What did he say? He's like,
He can attack with
Disintegrate?
fuse.
What?
Oh my god, he can attack with fuse.
like low key. If you do put spells on his sheet, you can just click on him really quickly. If we need to find out what a spell does, it can't be helped.
Oh, they may click them really quickly so Angus won't realise who cast it.
Well, I mean, it'll say Boyko on it, but yeah.
Boyko, that just means from a distance. Or something. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But yeah.
It's
that's
German,
it for
but
today.
shut the fuck up.
Okay. So you guys settle down for your night's rest
And mourn lost
Um,
comrade.
and mourn your lost comrade. And probably a pretty good time to wrap the session up.
Okay.
Good break point, and we can pick back up in the morning and see what's going to happen. So to everyone watching on Twitch, on Rumble, on Kick, on YouTube, is there anyone?
No one's watching on YouTube.
Don't usually have anyone on YouTube. No one watches it on YouTube. But hello to the 7 of you that are watching us on Twitch. Hello to the 28 of us who are watching on Rumble, and the 2 of you who are watching on Kick. And we really appreciate you coming in and tuning into our little game. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope we will see you again next week when we find out what's going to happen.
What the hell is about that guy, eh?
Who will Deslin come back as?
What is he, a wolf?
Yeah. That's the interesting
Who
question.
this
Is he a
mysterious
skinling? Skin changer?
wood log cabin dwelling
Druid.
He's
werewolf?
forest man.
And what's going to happen with your foray into the jungle?
Or was Casimir just on something?
Boyko's been lacing Casimir's drink
Yeah.
this whole time. He's still on the boat.
Oh my god. What if it was Boyko that killed the dinosaur, saved saved the gun and everything?
That is
Yo,
fair.
it was
And
awesome.
then now I'm like, oh wait, the guy's gone. Oh, Boyko, you're back.
Oh, why have I never
Wait the
seen
whole
you
time.
and that
Yeah,
werewolf
just
in the
had
same
same
room at the same time?
Yeah. Oh my god, Boyko's a werewolf.
Um,
Until otherwise proven that's canon.
Have you
Yeah.
seen them both in the same room?
I have not.
in my nightmares, yes.
I mean, I have seen separate characters sheets for them, but that's about it.
Doesn't
Yeah, he just has to be a druid who has like contracted lycanthropy. It's entirely possible. I don't know why he'd play around as a mule for like months or whatever, but
It's one of the worst
maybe that's his
characters.
kink. Who knows?
He doesn't want a meta game. He just picked an animal at random.
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck, I gotta carry this now. Well, I picked it. Stuck with it now.
Interesting, since you
So there we
said
are.
the end of session,
in
Angus,
character-
all the viewers have gone up.
Really?
Nice. Hello.
No, you come too
We're
late. Come,
finishing. What's
Come
up?
early.
yeah,
next
we're,
time.
we're, we're wrapping up now.
Well, we
Yeah,
could
come
still
2.5
talk
hours
about
early.
character stuff.
Um,
Like, How
I found that
let me
interesting
add-
from an encounter balancing perspective. I think that's just about, possibly just over.
like I speak as the person who died. I think it was perfect. It
Okay.
just got a little unlucky. We could have, played a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like,
Hmm.
yeah,
It didn't
you
feel unfair.
hit me with 2 crits like in a
Yeah, it
row.
didn't feel
That was pretty
unfair to
bad.
me. It just
Yeah.
kind of went
Yeah,
badly.
I thought it was perfect. We should
Shit
keep that level of
happens.
them.
At
Yeah.
low levels, you know, like shit happens. Like
I speak as a person who died.
Yes.
Speak your truth.
Also, perfect little thing to do post session is talk about, checking with the characters. Where's everyone's head at? Casimir, you've lost at this point at least 1.5 troops. Where is Casimir's head?
Well, here's a thing. He's been test running this as his troop so far. This
Did we
for
pass?
him? This is kind of a temporary thing still.
Mhm.
So he's sort of treating it like that, but he's trying to not get too attached. I think because he still
Okay.
believes that his 2 squad mates are alive. So
I think the events of today have probably gone some way to cement that don't get attached mentality. to
yeah,
a certain
exactly,
degree.
yeah.
Okay.
But at the same time, he like I guess Gunn will now get the sense from him that this guy doesn't want to do it alone,
Mm-hmm.
like he like if there's no one there for him to look out for, and for someone to look out for him, like he'll be lost, like, and you've probably seen it, and that's why he's gotten a bit closer to you so quickly, and then now Gunn's kind of getting that end of it, I think, because it's not like a conscious thing. It seems like a subconscious thing that that's just the way he reacts, He just needs that. He needs
Nice.
the group.
Yeah.
Where's Zero's head at?
All
there in
over the
field.
grass.
He absorbed.
Part of it might still be stuck to that hat. He was a
Or
good
is it
boy.
in hell, actually? Is it down there? It could be.
No.
For all the
Who
cult
knows?
activities.
How's Gun holding up?
Gun is confused, but falling back perhaps on his the ingrained sense of rightness in the world that he grew up with and had instilled in him, which is now being tested by the absurdity that he's experiencing. I think it's I don't know. Gun's a very unnecessarily complicated person that I've created. That I'm not too sure how to get the clarity across. I may have gone a bit too in for the nuance, and should have remembered. I'm going to be spending a lot of time having dinosaurs on my back, and it's hard to be nuanced when you're unconscious and being dragged across a field. So I think I need to do a bit of work with Gunt.
Here's a fun question for you. What is Gunt's relationship with death at this point? He's come so close to it himself, and somebody right next to him has died. How does he, what's his relationship with it?
I had it as the Midyad dwarf. This is all non-confirmed by Angus, but the Midyad dwarfs, having gone through the exodus and the exile that they went through, and the harsh reality of life without a kingdom for a while, have a very stubborn view of death, as in, well, I just won't die kind of approach. And then if you do die, it's okay, well,
I got too much to do.
yeah. So they get by just on sheer frustrating donkey brained stubbornness and refusal to die. So I think they tend to think about it which is why when he says goodbye to someone, it's not really it's not a religious thing or a spiritual thing. It's just like this person died. Here's what I thought of them. Let's all get back to work, kind of thing. So,
okay. Yeah. I can respect that.
He's an interesting. Could be an interesting character, but we'll have to try and make him one.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Angus, should I speak on Zhiro at all, or should I bring all that forward to speak of him through this other character? I might be able
That's
to
entirely up to you.
Okay. I don't know how I would do that, but
will the other character have? Are you gonna connect the two characters? Do you think?
Might. That's a possibility. I've somewhat laid the groundwork with the question about the hat, but that would require some fuckery. So I'll definitely have to talk to Angus.
That's
about.
what they specialize in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just the first time I've seen a character die, and the first time I've had to do death save. So I got to 2 fails, and then got 2 successes in a row.
Ooh, okay.
And
nice.
when you get to that last fail, there is a sense
down
of
to that last roll. Yeah.
So if I would have got
is that
a negative,
stabilized?
yeah, just before I had to do the last roll.
Oh,
so if that would have been a negative, I would have been gone, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
You would have
saves
lost
didn't offset.
everybody.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
No.
It's kind of brutal. I like it, but it's kind of brutal.
So death saves. Zero's first death save was a 7.
Nice.
Then a 17. Then your first death save came in with a 9.
So
And
close.
Desmond's 16. And then your 8. And then Zero's last one was a 12. Sorry, 2. And then obviously your 12, giving you 2 for 2. And that's my first ever PC kill.
From
Good. Yeah.
hero to 0.
I think
it
was very warranted.
I'm like, nobody wants to see a character die, but I'm looking on the positive sides, because this even helps Angus from a DM perspective. Like, this world is dangerous. You can't die. Like, if Angus was like, and the werewolf heals you, or you all knock out, and then you wake up and it's
exactly. Yeah.
it'd be like, well, it's not really
I mean,
dangerous,
to a
then
certain
it's
extent,
fine.
I was almost sort of worried that having the werewolf come in at all would sort of cheapen it a little bit. But
Yeah, but I
Well,
feel
I'm
like
glad you
having
didn't pull your
the
punch.
character death along with that kind of balances it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the alternative was basically a total. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
So it's
Especially if the dinosaurs stayed. There's a slim chance that Casimir would have maybe fought them off with lucky dice rolls, but likely.
it would have been lucky dice rolls
Yeah.
at that point.
Like I feel
if
like
you
after
hadn't-
a certain point, he'd be like, "I
Run away.
think
If you hadn't second winded,
Like-
was it second wind?
but-
Yeah, if you hadn't second winded it yourself, you would have been in trouble
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you were coming down to like single digits,
Yeah.
and one of those guys hadn't been hit.
yeah,
How much HP did they have at full?
26.
26.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay.
and we killed
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 4.
You killed 4, and you got one. The one that
Was
didn't
almost
die was
dead.
down to 2 hit points. So yeah, you got through 5 CR1s.
Okay, respectable.
Which,
Yeah,
if we were doing an XP leveling, would have got you collectively 2,000 XP for the encounter. And a deadly encounter is considered anything above 1,300 XP
oh, okay.
at your level.
It definitely has made it feel more dangerous. Like, it's made me completely realize that I have no crowd control I can use while any of my teammates are there.
Mm-hmm. So we need to watch our spacing.
Basically. Yeah, when you're all bunched
clumping up together is
your area of effect crowd control becomes nullified by the fact that your guys are so close.
Yeah,
you couldn't. Had they not been there, you could have thunder waved and.
So you're basically better off being a couple spaces away from us.
Yeah, because I do have that mid-range kind of skirmish build where I can like keep distance but then close it if I need to. Whereas being wedged in between you two, surrounded by dinosaurs, wasn't really Gunt's specialty.
That was unfortunate. Maybe in the future, we spread out a little bit as we travel, and like you learn how to adapt and survive in this new world.
Or I just ride the mule.
I will share like one of the more interesting tidbits of Zhiro in my mind. I'm glad you guys didn't have like a massive ceremony for him, because he was okay, so he's basically like a monster, straight up, like a creature. In my mind, he might be like anywhere from like 9 months to 3 years old. But he was mechanically he was a changeling, but like he was running around eating people, and then just like traveling. Like he legit didn't know why he was in this world. He kind of just got on a boat. Maybe he heard some rumors, but like I was full on planning to capture somebody at that temple, the strongest motherfucker we could, and then like have Zhiro reveal the fact that he's not necessarily a cannibal, but he would eat them either by the heart, or like I was gonna ask Angus if I could inject like goo, basically like a spider does, liquefy them and then like slurp that out. I was gonna get real weird with it. So like Zhiro wasn't necessarily a good guy. He was just kind of ditzy. The spirits in his head were more goodly creatures than he would ever be.
That's horrifying. I prefer, he was a whimsical, strange little man.
He was. Just sometimes whimsies go to dark places.
Sometimes he just ate people.
Yeah.
So he did have a feel that there was something something beyond crazy inside him, but you just didn't find out yet,
Yeah, I was trying to hint at it, like how
there was something else there.
Thinking back, he did try and kidnap someone in the first session. He slit a bunch of captives' throats.
Yes.
He abandoned the whole town during what we thought was going to be a siege. Then magically appeared the next day. Some of the signs may have been there.
Maybe.
Yeah, like Noah God for human life. There was that like civilian running away. And then he was like, I don't care, I'm going this way.
I just realised that my werewolf guy was basically Jeffrey Dahmer voice.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to take some photos.
He's a fucked up little guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh, and I had to decide if I wanted this to be canonical yet or just connected to the crystallized person. But like every like spirit that would pop up would be somebody that he's like eaten in the past. But since a lot of these people would be quite powerful, I have this like justification through the crystallized person. But I'll talk to Angus about that later. That might be a spoiler.
Maybe he just nibbled them ever so slightly while they're asleep.
Just like little fragments.
Got a toenail or two.
But yeah, I was
shall we
straight up gonna have to eat people to
shift on to the stream ending soon.
Yes.
And wrap things up from a stream perspective. Thank you again, everyone, and
thank you for watching.
Come back next week and watch us again because it's fun.
Yeah,
we might meet a new character.
People might get eaten.
Probably.
So, and also, we occasionally do stuff on Fridays. So, mark your calendars, which people still definitely have. Okay, popping it on to ending soon. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Bye.